still do not know exactly why Sarah Palin has quit her job as governor of Alaska. Joining us now from Los Angeles is a man who's close to the Palin administration, John Ziegler, a radio talk show host. So if there's one thing, let's just start off with one thing, a tipping point. What was the tipping point that made the governor say enough?
Well, Bill, first of all, people need proper context for this decision. There's been so much media misinformation. It's astonishing. Unfortunately, that's par for the course when it comes to Governor Palin. The reality is this decision has been in the works for a very long time. When I screened my film, Media Malpractice in Alaska, I started to get the sense that something big was going to happen. I asked Governor Palin on my radio show whether she ever thought about giving this all up, whether it was all worth it. Her answer was astonishing to me. People can find that full answer at our website, howobamagotelected.com. And what is transpired here is that because the media has not provided the proper context to just how difficult her job has become, how impossible it has been for her to do simple tasks, how much money it has cost the state of Alaska, how much money it has cost her, how much it has put her family through unprecedented attacks, I would ask each of your viewers to think to themselves, what would you do if you were under those circumstances? And if you cared about your state, if you cared about your family, wouldn't you step aside?
Well, let's walk through this. Governor Palin has been smeared. Family's been attacked.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I can identify because who's been smeared here, John? I'm not putting myself up to that level as a governor, but I've been smeared every day for the past 13 years, every single day.
Sure.
All right? So I know what she's going through. I didn't walk away because I feel, because I feel that what I do here is important, that it helps people, that it's necessary, and it's part of my job to take the garbage, and I'm well paid to take it. Governor Palin also is in a position where she can do a lot of good for the people of Alaska who put their confidence in her and elected her for 4 years, not 2.5. So to me, I would say, why didn't she tough it out?
Great question, Bill, and let me take on your analogy. Bill, you are still capable of doing your job and doing it very well. You are in control of your own destiny. You have control over the content of your show. She was not in control of her own destiny. It was costing the state a lot of money. You're making money for Fox News Channel. It was costing the state of Alaska a lot of money. It was costing her a lot of money. And I would venture to guess that your family has not been under the attacks that Governor Palin's family has been under, that have been unprecedented and have been well documented, including in my film. The reality is the situations are apples and oranges, and this is not a cowardly decision. This is a courageous decision that was made. Get this is going to be shocking to a lot of people, Bill. It was made for the very reasons she said they were made for, because she cares more about the state and her family than her own short-term political self-interest.
So you say
this is an act of courage.
You say that all the investigations, all the accusations that she had to defend with her own private attorneys and using state attorneys was running up a tremendous bill, diverting her attention away from governance. And I'm not going to challenge that. I think that if that is the tipping point, it's absolutely valid. Okay. Now, the governor then comes into the private sector in a few weeks, and she's going to make millions and millions of dollars. As I said in my radio commentary today, just as Colin Powell did. Colin Powell, what he did, resigning as Secretary of State in the middle of a war, okay? Then he goes out in the private sector and he makes tens of millions of dollars, which is exactly what Sarah Palin's going to do. Is there more than that, though? Is there more than providing for her family and spreading the Palin message around? Is there more?
Look, I don't know if she's going to make millions of dollars or not.
Well, I
think she deserves to make whatever she can. Probably so, Bill, but that was not her motivation. And I can prove this with a couple of things. This is not the first time she's done this, Bill. Most of the media doesn't understand and has not reported that she set up her run for governor by resigning from the Oil and Gas Commission in Alaska because she could not do her job. This is her M.O. She puts the public good above her own short-term political self-interest.
We're buying the principled stance, John. I'm not arguing with you, and I think my audience will give the governor any benefit of the doubt. That's the fair thing to do. But what's next? I mean, does she have a vision other than going out on the lecture circuit, going out writing the book, which she's going to do, and going out perhaps doing a TV gig? Is there something else?
I do not believe that this was a setup for 2012. In fact, I know it was not. She wants to spread her message. She wants to do the right thing, and she wants to fight for America, and she will continue to do so. And the fact that the pundits are against her show how right she really is.
All right, John. And we appreciate you coming on, and it's a very, very fascinating story. Next on the